super soldiers.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Sam, John Walker, Captain America.
That's true. It's like, bitch, shut up. Don't you ever.
I know.
Look at him.
Yeah. Well, just even down to having a black sidekick like that, it's like, you douchey.
Yeah, I know.
Hey everyone, support our Patreon, which helps us to continue bringing you our live streams, videos, and podcasts while bringing you new content such as exclusive live streams and animated shorts. People, got my new favorite comedy out there. My new favorite romantic comedy out there.
So,
I love the way they blew that horn in the beginning, like, you know they're not gonna get along with each other.
so.
Great.
People, Falcon and the Winter Soldier is up and going now. Long-awaited new show from Marvel on Disney Plus, and we didn't get a chance to talk about. Well, no, we did. We talked.
Didn't do a spoiler.
Yeah,
review.
because that's right. We got the first episode, and we got to talk about that, but we didn't come in and do like a spoilery discussion. We did a review.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it was. We did not do a. Thank you. We did not do a spoiler discussion on that. But now we're at the point where we can do spoiler discussions and not giving us any more shows, since this show is only 6 episodes long.
Yep.
It's only 6 episodes long, so they said you get one, and you after that you just like everybody else out there. Ain't nothing special about you, which I'm fine with, because at this, if I had seen these already, what I hate about getting these episodes early is that once you watch them, you got to wait weeks for the next one.
Yeah.
As we all enjoy them.
Yeah, as everybody else is sitting back and having fun and discovering the show episode by episode, we sitting up there just waiting to catch up with everybody else. But
And you don't want to be an asshole and tell them what's already in the episode before they see it.
no, you can't talk. You just got to sit up there. Everybody's having fun talking about what they seen and whatnot. You can't talk. You can't say shit to them. You can't say, "Ooh, but you don't know." If only you knew. But man, now that we're in episode 2, you guys have been watching. Let's just go ahead and jump into some of these discussions that we have here, and we don't have to get into any kind of big details or setups. I mean, you've been watching it. I got to say, by this second episode that we have here, we have not had too much interaction with Bucky and Sam, of course, Falcon and Winter Soldier. And now that they're together, I love their interactions, man. I love that. It's not anything new. It's the whole thing of, it's a typical buddy adventure.
It's 48 hours.
48 hours.
That's exactly what it is. You have the old crazy veteran, the Nick Nolte, and then you have Sam, who's trying to do all these new
and Anthony
things.
Mackie kind of looks like Eddie Murphy.
He does, yeah.
But they don't get along. You know how it is.
No,
the
they hate each other.
two guys opposite personalities, and they're stuck with each other. And the only thing that's different here is, like, I say 2 guys, but they're like 2 chicks, man, because they start arguing about like they're arguing over the same dude.
Right.
They love him
Captain
so
America
much.
been out the game for a long time. He like, man, I got a chick. I got a broad, man. I don't care about y'all. You get your own girlfriends. But the whole day talking about, well, I knew Captain America. I know him like this. Well, I knew him longer. Well, he didn't tell you this about this.
Enjoy your ride, Buck.
No, you can't call me that.
Why not? That's what Steve called you.
Steve knew me longer, and Steve had a plan.
15 seconds to drop.
Okay, I won't call you Buck, bitch.
Meanwhile, Steve he's probably getting messages about all this shit.
Right? Man, you need to get your boy.
Yeah. Steve just laughing. Boy, these 2.
They'll figure it out.
They'll get it together. They love me. Yeah, but you can't call me that. Steve knew me longer. Well, Steve, fuck you, man. Shit. Man, no, but you know what? You say 48 hours, but what I love what they've done with this really is a romantic comedy. This is what happens when a guy and a girl in a movie, they get together and they go through all of the things before they actually hook up. Because here, I mean, they go to that point where they even got to get close to each other. They got to get in each other's physical space. Intimate, yeah. And I got to tell you, man, I love it. That therapist was making me laugh. because she was fucking with them.
Oh yeah.
She was tired of them. She's tired of this shit, and she's like, you know what? If y'all gonna argue over the same dude, and if you're gonna argue over the same dude like a bitch, I'll make y'all look like a couple of bitches.
All right, get close. Come on, come closer.
You happy
Whoa.
now?
All right.
You know, first of all, she is straight up fucking with them. Putting 2 straight dudes in that position don't solve anything. If anything, it just makes it worse. I ain't no homophobia, but I'll tell you right now, I ain't sitting with you like that. I ain't sitting with you like, we ain't liking these.
Now you're full of pretense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck yeah. Hey, whatever problems we have, they gonna persist. Cause like you about to give me a lap dance. I said, no, hell no. Hell no. You know, what I like though is that they're doing a lot of great things here with putting a lot of comedy in, but also slowly revealing in the middle of all these things when you least expect it, man. They start telling you, these characters start revealing things about themselves. You know, Bucky might seem to be like he's just kind of being a hard ass, much more than he needs to be, and just complicating things for Sam. But I like the way it came out, what his biggest fear is. Like this, I guess that knee therapy did work because it really did come out what it is. You know, something that I think we all kind of figured how scared he is of, hey, look, if nobody, because he said something really revealing here. It's not about just having somebody believe in him, because he said, you know, if Cap doesn't believe in me, if I don't know Cap like he does and he doesn't believe in me, if I think he's lying about you being Captain America, and he's lying about me being normal.
Well, not so much lying, just like, man, if his judgment,
he's mistaken.
Yeah, if his judgment is that far off, this one thing that's been holding me up, maybe it's not really a thing.
Why'd you give up that shield? So maybe he was wrong about you, and if he was wrong about you, then he was wrong about me.
Oh shit!
Yeah, no answer back
like,
for that.
You're like, yeah, maybe I better stop fucking with this dude.
Manchurian candidate looking motherfucker.
Because that could have gone on like, why'd he give it to you? It should have been mine.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were expecting that, some jealousy to come in on that level. But nah, he says the most important thing, he's like, man, I don't want that shield. He said, I've done so many bad things with a big ass plate. What I want to do is, I just don't want to hurt anybody again. You know, what I like what they're doing here is they're showing you just how scared he is of going back to being what he was, and how he doesn't want to hurt anybody anymore. This was giving him nightmares. And I think that that's something that's going to play a bigger part in the series, that at some point, something's going to happen to make him snap back into what he was. Somebody's going to use that as a weapon against him.
Well, at the very end of the episode, you're like, you sure you want to do this?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking Baron Zemo's going to come in.
Well, that's what I'm saying. At the very end of the episode, they're like, well, let's go talk to Zemo. And they show him. And it's like, well, he knows the cheat code to turn him back into the Winter Soldier.
Exactly. He still has that Hydra book, right?
Yeah.
Probably hasn't memorized.
Yeah.
They took that shit away from him, but he's like,
he's got it memorized at this point.
Yeah, so if he's got it memorized, he's going. Yeah, of course he's going to use that as a weapon against him, and which will be heartbreaking because, you know, seeing what he's going through, they had that one nightmare of him like killing that Asian guy, and then he's friends with that his father.
Yeah.
Because he feels so guilty and he just can't say anything. And they quickly turned this into, okay, it's going to be comedic. It's going to have some funny lines. These two are going to make you laugh the way they argue with each other. But at the same time, it's just made me feel so bad for him, man. It's giving me so much sympathy for him.
With Captain America Civil War, wonderful movie. The thing people keep coming back to is like, man, Captain America's going out of his way to defend his boyfriend, Bucky. That's just too much. But the more you see it from Bucky's side, the more you're like, yeah, I get where Cap's coming from.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you had something to say. No, I didn't think about that, man. You know, you're right with Winter Soldier. It's like, and I kind of got it, man. You know, like,
I mean, you get it, but it really sells it.
Yeah, in Winter Soldier, man, you know, Bucky was always there for Captain America, or back when he was skinny ass Steve Rogers, and now he sees what he's going through, and he's like, yeah, now I got to be there for that guy.
He's a ghost. You'll never find him.
Yeah, you know, now it's really coming back where I think you're right though. This really kind of drives it home more, where it's like, okay, he had to. It wasn't done after Bucky got over everything. That's always. this is like the most extreme, most dangerous form of PTSD you could have.
He's dealing with 70 years of it.
Yeah.
Intermittently.
And that's always going to be a part of him. And I think that's what they're showing you here. Like, no matter what happens with this character, no matter how heroic he comes, there's always going to be that risk. It's like having a pit bull.
Yeah, I guess so.
They had that when they like a fighting dog. They had trigger word, and people had to put the dog down because they didn't know what word was going to set that dog off. Yeah, I feel bad for him, man, right here, more than ever, man. But anything you want to add?
No, I mean, just to this point, it's the show does this wonderful thing, which I think a lot of the MCU does, is it manages to balance all sorts of tones. It's like it can be a comedy at one point, this dynamic, but then it can switch from them, like we not want to be close to each other, but really dealing with some personal issues, resentment that they've had over the course of all these movies. And that's what I love about this so much. It just shows you how much effort Kevin Feige and all these other creators put into something like this, and where it actually stuff matters. And it's not just within the thing itself. I like that.
Yeah.
There's consequences
they
to
are
everything.
balancing a lot of tones, man. I mean,
and dealing with real world socio-political issues too.
Yep. I mean, times have passed, and of course, times change and budgets. They get more affordable for special effects and whatnot. But man, do you remember? I mean, it's not that long ago when we watched stuff like this. It's like, no, you have to go to the theaters to watch this.
Sure.
This is stuff that they they just show casually in this. Those were set pieces that they used to sell movies with in trailers. That dude should be dead.
Spineless
Either dead or crippled for life.
Can't feel anything from the neck down.
Yeah.
Well, they're all super soldiers.
That's true. Yeah.
Sam, John Walker, Captain America.
That's true. It's like, bitch, shut up. Don't you ever.
I know.
Look at him.
Well, just even down to having a black sidekick like that, it's like, you douchey.
Yeah, I know.
When you speak of the super soldier serum, I like that now they're showing you the real dark side and the realities of the super soldier serum. I like, first of all, them showing you that, hey, look, just because you're a super soldier doesn't mean that you can't get shot. Get that dude up, man.
Plus, they probably got a bootleg formula.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That's what Hydra had, right?
Yeah. Yeah, man. They didn't get that Johnson & Johnson.
Well, what's interesting about even that action scene, like on the trucks, is like you realize of all the super soldiers on the the side of Sam Wilson and Winter Soldier, only Bucky has it. Like Jonathan Walker doesn't have it. No, he doesn't. His buddy doesn't have it. And
That's
everything.
true.
No,
And
I want to.
at a very big disadvantage.
Yeah, I was going to talk about John Walker in a little bit because that super soldier serum is showing you a few things, and I'm curious about a question.
At least he doesn't have it as far as we know.
As far as we know, I have a question about that. So that super soldier serum, they're going into a bunch of things. They're showing you that it's not, look, it doesn't make you bulletproof. Which, by the way, this show is more violent than I thought it would be. Like I know it's not like it's rated R or anything like that, but they between some of the language that they use,
shit.
Yeah, they keep saying shit over and over again, which not a big deal, but for Disney Plus, yeah. Also, with as many deaths as they're showing you, I'm just thinking, wow, man, they really do realize that this is the tone of this has to be for an older audience. I like showing the darker side of the super soldier serum right here. It was bound to happen. Somebody's gonna get it. What if a terrorist organization gets it, like the Flag Smashers? Which, man, tell me about Flag Smasher, the character.
I don't know much about him.
I don't know much about him because I know that was a character. Now in this, they are an organization. An organization. And again, man, you were talking about this. I like the way the blip is now causing all kind of pains in the ass for people.
It's the fallout of all these things, like this Phase 4, and I think carrying on, where you're going to have all these people who are going to be inspired by becoming either superheroes or, in a lot of cases, villains, which I'm so happy about. Consequences.
Well, it's funny because having fanatics over something like that would have seemed a little bit on the extreme or ridiculous side.
Yeah, but
until 4 years ago. I mean, the last 4 years, and now it's like,
that's what we expect.
Yeah. No, I love that they're showing the dark side of the super soldier serum, and I also like that they're continuing to explore the blip, as they call it, which was Thanos' snap. That's begin to show you that, man, Maybe they are making an argument now for Thanos. You know, I would love it if there's an organization out there that's like, we're pro Thanos, man. Sure. You know, the world's a much worse place, man. Everything was clean, everything was good, you know.
Or you have, a person that comes in here like, he had kind of the right idea, but I want to go the extra fucking mile.
Right.
So Dr. Doom, I'm hoping.
My fucking ex-wife was falling off my back, didn't have to pay no more child support, and this shit came back.
Yeah.
You know, I would love it if they go that far, but I like the way that they're going right now, though, man.
They're taking their time is what they should do.
Yeah.
They're not rushing it. They're building the world, which they've done for the past 10 years to great effect.
And it's going to take time to build up all the aspects of the blip, good and bad. But the biggest reveal here that we were talking about with this is a lot of people, they were trying to have theories about what was going to happen here. And since some of these characters are, and some of these storylines are relating to other storylines that happen, along with the super soldier serum and a few other things, they started having theories about another character would come up and he'd somehow be related. And we even talked about this. Mm-hmm. And they said he'd be related to the story somehow. We saw some of those theories. They were right and wrong. Right in the sense that, or wrong in the sense that not in the way it happened, but right in the sense that the character did pop up.
Yeah.
A lot of people say, hey, man, if you're going to go to the dark side of the super soldier serum, you got to go to the racist dark history of it, too. What's the character's name?
Isaiah Bradley.
Bradley. Isaiah Bradley was pretty much the Tuskegee experiment of the super soldier serum for the Marvel Universe.
Isaiah, the reason we're here, because there's more of you and me out there.
I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. You know what?
Everybody's like, all right, let's go. Sorry about this.
Hey, the man said he wasn't gonna talk.
You're like, no, what? Y'all gonna stay in the house? I'm gonna have to put you out. Yeah, that Isaiah, what was his name? Bradley. Isaiah Bradley is a character that a lot of people came familiar with. I'm reading this right now. Truth, Red, White, and Black. Story is it's about what if the first super soldier was not Captain America? What if it was a black man that, surprise, surprise, they experimented on? And after that, even though he fought for his country, they buried him, buried all his accomplishments, and even jailed him at some point. You know, and that's what you had. That's what you have here, man. I love that they brought this in. I would hope that they would do. I don't want just a storyline in an episode. I would love that they did a whole show.
Prequel series.
Sure.
Yeah, prequel series.
Well, just the way he's talking, the stuff he's mentioning, it makes it sound like they experimented on Isaiah after Steve Rogers.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So
because he mentions the Korean War.
Yeah.
Because Bucky said he encountered him in Korea.
Yeah.
So I guess they would be changing some of this around there.
Yeah, just timeline.
I guess they would because, I mean, Captain America was frozen. And so this guy, since he wasn't frozen, he would have to, because I don't think
he's aging naturally.
Yeah.
Steve would have.
Yeah, exactly. He's not I guess the super soldier serum doesn't de-age you or keep you from aging. Or ages just slows your aging.
Yeah.
Is it slower?
Yeah, it's slower, but
not that damn
slow.
slow.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you think how the way they're handling the new Captain America, John Walker?
It's interesting because to see the setup for him, you're like, I'm already set to hate this guy. And the more time I spend with him, I'm like, well, I mean, he seems like he's an okay dude. I mean, but at the same time, not enough for me to get comfortable with.
Sure.
Yeah, man. Right when they got me comfortable, because he
said, what came out of his mouth, I was like, man, you had him. He was coming around, and you had to say that one thing and just.
Well, I'll see if that.
It's always the last sentence or whatever you said, last word.
Well, I like him, man. I was really starting to like him, and because when he first came on, I said that looks terrible on him, and I was like everybody else. I said he looks like the dude from Up,
right.
And you know what? I didn't notice Carl. Yeah, I didn't notice that at first, but I said it just looks smushed in. And then when people put it up, I was like, oh shit, they're right, man.
Yeah. Some other people call him to the Six Flags dancing guy.
Oh shit! He's got Kurt Russell's jaw, man.
Yeah,
he can't help it. He can't help it.
Because when he turns to the side, you see how his jaw juts out. Because it's that Kurt Russell gene.
That's exactly what it is, man. Because I like this dude, man. He's.
The episode opens up with him humanizing him, and his wife or girlfriend.
That is right. I was going to say, I like the way they're humanizing this character, man, because I haven't read about the character in the comics. I think I know where things are going to go with him. I think I know what happens, and they give hints of it here, but man, they just make him so likable. Because at first I'm like, man, you know, you don't even want to like this guy because you knew he had everything. Like he was a star in high school.
Yeah.
Everything. He's
Handed to him.
He's that blonde American hero that people love. That he had everything handed to him. I was ready to say, yeah, good. I'm glad they making him a villain. And I'm like, oh fuck, why are they making me like this guy?
I know.
Everybody in the world expects me to be something.
Good luck.
I'm like, oh man, he's doing the pinky kiss. He has fears. He has hopes.
And he's a decorated war hero.
Yeah, they said that, you know, and then they're like, man, this guy is so cool. He's so good. He don't even need powers. They said his physicality it just naturally just tests off the charts. And then I was watching. I said, man, I wish Sam and Bucky would quit fucking with him and just be cool. And then it got to that point where I said, oh, but there it is. They got that one point where I said, oh, that true nature's starting to come out.
A word of advice then. Stay the hell out of my way.
Oh shit! There it is. That's the one right there.
Yeah.
It's hype man. I can't do much, but I'm here for him. Here for my man.
You got your white boy, I got my black boy. I like the way he said, I tried to be nice this whole time.
Yeah,
I tried to work with y'all. You know, hey, look, if I become a supervillain, y'all did this shit. That's on y'all.
It feels like he's getting ego. He's being pumped up. I mean, what I think what's being set up here is that he's literally being set up as like the stooge in all of this. Is like, you know, unlike, you know, Steve, who's like, I'm not going to be controlled by my government.
Right.
Matter of fact, I don't fucking trust any of them. I'm going to go off the reservation. He seems to be like a deer in the headlights, having this huge responsibility thrusted upon him. And I think things are going to happen where he becomes that tragic fallen villain. Well, or at least a tragic
Matter of fact, if he doesn't have it now, I can foresee him going, I need the super soldier serum.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah. He's going to take the serum.
And that's going to make him crazy.
And it's going to make him crazy because the reason why, correct me if I'm wrong here, I think, doesn't the super soldier serum amp up your personality too? Like your mental state?
We see that, actually. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, it was the thing with Steve where he got was like the true serum where they didn't have all the crazy side effects, and then they killed the doctor who made it, so they could never get it perfect again.
But he also gave it to Steve because it's like you just can't give it to somebody because they're strong. You got to give it to somebody because
you have a good heart.
You have a good heart. That's why he tested the grenade.
Yeah.
So Steve was just a rare quality of somebody who, because he was small, he was picked on. You know, he probably has more compassion than a lot of people.
Other than Bucky, in a matter of fact, the other person who we've seen has gotten the super soldier serum on screen was in a long forgotten MCU film, The Incredible Hulk.
Oh yeah,
Tim Roth,
That's
Emil
right.
Blonsky, he got the super soldier serum. He became a fucking abomination.
That's right.
Just weird looking.
That's right. But what if you give it to a guy who doesn't need what Steve Rogers had?
It's like he's overclocked.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's already had everything given to him. Yeah, he's already, he was a star football player. Everything, like I said, he had everything handed to him. So what if he just starts freaking out because he can't do this job and he needs that super soldier serum, and that shit just drives him crazy.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I see that because him mentioning like there's just a lot of pressure to do this right, so you could totally see him getting paranoid. On
that shit.
On that shit. Yeah,
and it doesn't help that he got his ego bruised when he got knocked off that truck.
Yeah,
because all he is, is just the shield.
Yeah,
that's the thing. When he didn't have that, when he's throwing around that shield, he got his ass kicked right off.
He sure did.
Yeah, no. The minute he let it go, I was like, don't do that.
Yeah, that's it.
There's a lot of heavy stuff that they're introducing in there, but I'm really loving Sam and Bucky, man. They just have there's some great dialogue that they're putting in here that this world is so well built now that they can actually make jokes and crack jokes about this world in ways that we understand and make sense and kind of even make fun of itself in a way.
I have a feeling they might be a part of the big three. Androids, aliens, and wizards.
That's not a thing.
That's definitely a thing.
No, it's not.
How do you know about Gandalf?
I read The Hobbit.
When it came out?
Yeah. My copy was signed by Tolkien.
When it first came out.
So you see my point?
That was great.
I love this, man. I love that they are finally starting to be able to, the world is able to reference itself now in a way that's even comical. because it's so crazy. Yeah, that's that man. They're doing a. I'm not gonna compare it to WandaVision at all because I love WandaVision.
So different.
Very
so
different.
Yeah. But I can only say that because of what they're doing here. Of course, it's being a little more grounded and definitely having the issues that they're talking about here. I relate to this a whole lot more. You know, I just a lot of stuff in here. I'm just watching tingles watching this, man, because I'm thinking like, who would have thought that Marvel back in the day could start, touching on these social issues.
Yeah.
In their shows and in their movies.
It would have been cowardly of them not to do that, especially if they're leading up to like Sam taking on the mantle of Captain America in a time where you would know people would have issue with that.
Yeah.
And it's like if they did not do that, then that would not be genuine. And so I'm actually glad they're going forward and showing like here it is. And they covered it, I think, in a really great way in this episode. I'm hopeful to continue on.
Yeah. Yeah, same here. Yeah, I'm loving it, man. Loving it. Yeah, people. Can't wait for the next few episodes. See how those go. And I hope, my biggest hope is that, not that I didn't like the end of WandaVision, I liked it all right, but people are starting to they're starting to admit that COVID came in and kind of kept them from doing what they wanted to do. Yeah. I felt like that last episode was lacking, man. That's why I was like, it's good, but it definitely could have done more. I hope COVID didn't affect any of this right here because so far it's been on a very strong start. So far.
Sure. With every episode giving you something where you're like, oh.
Yeah, exactly.